What's going on, everybody? I just got a mail call. Just pulled it out the shipping box. It's actually serving as my impromptu phone holder for filming today. It's up here. I got a screwdriver case with the box, and then my phone on top of that because I don't have an actual phone holder for filming. So today we have a little special knife today. I think these are excuse me, pretty cool knives, and I'm glad that Spyderco does stuff like this to make their cutting tools available to the world that have restrictions. This is the Golden Colorado made UKPK or UK penknife in CPM-MAGNACUT instead of LC200N. Got a little bit of a half stop and a much more prominent full stop. Okay. Jeez, look at all that. Can you see that? Look at all that oil. What is going on here? Golden, Colorado. They're acting like they're shipping some kind of tool steel. Well, I know this is a tool steel, but it's a stainless tool steel. So don't know why we need all that oil. Let me do the old 3-finger test. Holy crap, wow. That is sharp. Look at that. This is probably the sharpest knife I've ever gotten out of the box. Holy crap. I gotta know something. Let me see here. Wow. There's like no resistance whatsoever. I'm gonna do the whole edge. No hang-ups anywhere on the edge, even down here by the heel. My goodness. And you know, you can always tell too the sound of your cut. If it's not very loud, there's not a lot of resistance. People who do this often will know what I'm talking about. Jeez. Okay, let me move this stuff out the way. I don't know where all they have these knives in stock, but I tell you what, when I bought this just a few days ago, it was in stock at Knives Ship Free. Go check them out. They're really cool people over there. Very, very nice folks. They'll help you out with any questions that you have, and their shipping is super fast. I think, hold on, I got the receipt right here. Well, that's odd. It doesn't tell me when I bought this. That's a weird thing for a receipt to do. But anyway, it's only been like 2 days, I think. Yeah, so great people over there. Check them out. Let's go ahead and get some really quick measurements for you folks. I'm going to do it both in imperial and metric. So, looks like the knife is coming in at just under 7 inches, or right at 7 inches overall, or about 17.6 centimeters. Blade length is 3 1/8, or just under 8 centimeters, with a cutting portion of 2 3/4, or 6.8 centimeters. And then the handle length is right about 3 7/16, or 10 centimeters, close to 10 centimeters. Pretty good measurements on that. It has a reversible wire pocket clip for tip up carry only, but at least it's left and right. And let's see here. Looks like yeah, it is. So the back spring is not, you can see it doesn't go the full length of the body of the handles, but that's because it doesn't work like a traditional slip joint does. There's not a lot of pressure on this back spring, so there doesn't need to be a full length that wraps around the butt of it with a lot of reinforcements, because it doesn't have the typical amount of tension that a normal one does. Or, I mean, not normal, traditional slip joint. But it still has a small half stop and a full stop. Let's see here. Give it a little persuasion. It's pretty centered. It's close. I persuaded it a little to that way. But yeah, man, I don't have a scale, but this is probably about the weight of a bug out, or even less maybe. While I do like their FRN handles, I think I'm probably gonna get a aftermarket set made for this, because I've always wanted to have one of these with some micarta scales. So I think I'm gonna hit up my buddy who makes scales. I make knives, but I don't make the handles. I typically just make the knife and then have somebody make handles for me. It's just easier if someone has the CNC set up, which I do not. I just make knives the old-fashioned way. Yeah, we're gonna do some testing with this. We'll put that on the channel here soon, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what the knife looks like, its specs, and just a general, action video, because I know a lot of folks who are looking online, you just want to see more. You don't want to see just the stock photos. That's one thing I really love about GP Knives. They always post an action video on their website. And Blade HQ used to do it as well, but they don't do it with every knife anymore. But it's got a lot of retention as far as in the open position. I'm pushing pretty hard. There it goes, it just broke. I mean, not broke, but you know what I mean, broke tension. Okay. Yeah, so I'd say that's probably about, I don't know, 8 or 9 pounds of force. And I'm judging that based off my sharpening techniques. I use about 7 to 8 pounds of pressure on the back of the blade when I'm sharpening, so I can use that to judge how much pressure I'm putting. Man, it's just fun to cut this paper with this, because how laser sharp it is. I cannot wait to put it to the field, bring it to the field, and put it to the test. Stay tuned for more videos on this knife. Oh man, you know what I just noticed? It kind of looks like, don't it kind of look like an elongated version of a Dragonfly blade? It's like almost identical, I think. But that's good, because you have, you don't need to have a Wharncliffe. That's what I love about these leaf-shaped blades. If you want to do a drag cut, you're not going way up here like this to get to your tip, but you also have piercing ability better than you would if you had a sheep's foot. So you still get that drag cut or utility cut, where you can use just the tip, but you also have access to the belly. Man, they put a lot of oil in this thing. I wonder why that is. I might have to take this apart and blow that oil out of here. Every time I close it and open it back up, there's like another freaking ½ ounce of shmoo in there. Well, you guys stay good, stay sharp, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for stopping by.